Good afternoon, traders. Let's jump into Tom's trade rules. Rule number 8. And rule number 8 is there's nothing wrong with closing a winner. Getting back in is just another trade away. So nothing wrong with closing a winner. Technically, probably talking about closing a winner early, but nothing wrong with closing winners. So let's jump into this a little bit more. When we talk about closing winners, right, generally, closing a winning trade is not a bad thing because it allows you to lock in profits and manage your risk effectively. Closing a winning trade early can often be a prudent decision. However, it's still critical to follow your plan. Your plan should be your master plan on when to get in and out. However, there are times when it's simply a good idea to take the money and run. So here's some reasons why there's nothing wrong with closing winners now. Okay. Number 1, profit protection. By closing a winning trade, you secure the gains you've made up until that point. Markets can be volatile and unpredictable, so prices can reverse quickly. Closing a winning trade while it's in a profit ensures that you don't give back your gains if the market suddenly turns against you. While it's not something we want to do every time, there's really no downsides to taking profits. Okay, so number 1, profit protection. You lock in your gains, take your money, and you're out. Okay. Number 2, risk management. Every trade involves a level of risk. So closing a winning trade helps you manage your risk by taking money off the table and reducing your exposure to potential losses. It's especially important if you have other trades open. You want to maintain an appropriate risk to reward ratio when you look at your overall portfolio. I recommend a portfolio management approach to trading, not looking at individual trades and what you should get in and out, but looking at your overall portfolio and managing your theta and your delta and your net lick and your buying power from there. Okay, but risk management can certainly be improved if you're taking money off the table and reducing your exposure to potential losses. It's also a way to potentially reduce delta exposure too. If I've got a positive delta trade and I take it and I have too much delta in my portfolio, taking it off early helped me reduce my overall portfolio delta, which can be helpful in the trade. So again, it might be a reason to close early. Number 3, psychological benefits. Locking in profits can have positive psychological effects. It boosts your confidence, it reinforces good trading decisions, and it helps you stick to your trading plan. Okay? It can help prevent emotional trading and impulse decision-making that might lead to losses. So locking in a profit early can definitely have a positive effect on your overall mental trading state. And your psychological and mental state when you're trading is one of the core keys to being a successful trader. Number 4, opportunity cost. Okay? By holding on to a winning trade for too long in hopes of even greater gains, even if it's within your plan, could lead to missed opportunities and other potentially profitable trades. By closing a winning trade, you're freeing up capital that can be used for other investment opportunities. A great example, and I think this is one of the ways I will do it the most, is let's say I have a trade that's up maybe 30 to 40% within a short period of time. And my target is roughly 50%. So if my trade plan target's 50%, and let's say I average around 30 days to make 50% on a trade. If I'm up 30 to 40% in a shorter period of time, like 15 days or 20 days, nothing wrong with taking that off. I still get my annual percentage rate of return that way. Okay? And I'm freeing up my capital to, again, put on another similar trade or just a completely different trade. That last percent is usually the hardest and most dangerous to get to. So oftentimes as premium sellers and theta traders, we make the most decay up front early in the trade, and usually in the first couple of weeks, and then it takes longer to get the rest of the trade from there. We might benefit from a big move in some cases, so it might make sense to take that trade off the table and give yourself the opportunity to put on another trade. So one of the great quotes from legendary trader Jesse Livermore is, "No one ever went broke taking a profit." So he's right. But if you consistently close early, you're not letting your probabilities and your positive expectancy play out. So it is a balancing act. You don't want to close everything early just because you have a profit. Closing a winning trade early can be a sound decision if it aligns with your trading strategy, your risk tolerance, and your overall goals. For me, closing early is possible when, again, the APR rate is equal to or higher than the target profit. So again, if I can close 40% in 20 days, that's better than closing 50% at 50% in 30 days. I'd rather close those trades at that point because I have a higher annual percentage rate, a higher APR on the trade, and I'm able to get into another trade to make more money sooner. It's also going to help you manage risk, protect your profits, maintain discipline. However, it is essential to strike a balance between locking in gains and giving your trades room to potentially develop further. Ultimately, the key is to have a well-defined trading plan, including clear entry and exit criteria, and stick to the plan while being adaptable to changing market conditions. It's going to help you make rational decisions rather than being driven solely by emotions or the fear of missing out. So again, it is okay to take profit early or closing a winner because you can get back into another trade as long, in my opinion, as it makes sense from a variety of standpoints. Either you're lowering your delta, you're increasing your delta, you're managing your portfolio, or you're able to lock in a higher annual percentage rate because you're closing early for a significant portion of your profit early. Okay? Have a great rest of your day. I hope this was helpful to you. Again, trade rule number 8, nothing wrong with closing a winner. Getting back in is just another trade away. Take care, everybody.